Alright, hey guys, this is Marvel's TCG, and I'm here to bring you a Fluffal deck profile for September, and yeah, September 2021. And yeah, let's just start right away. So here, for Fluffal Dog, I run 3 copies. I think it's a really good card. I know some people are dropping it to 2, but I think just him being the search for the deck and just searching out the Fluffal that you might need is pretty important, and it triggers on normal or special summon, so that's also pretty good. And then here we got 3 copies of Fluffal Penguin. So Fluffal Penguin is amazing just because when it during your main phase, so it's not even the turn it's summoned, you can special summon 1 Fluffal monster from your hand, and then when he's used for the summon of a fusion Frightfur monster, you can draw 2 cards and discard 1. Like that's just it's amazing. It's a really good card. It's a must-have at 3. Um, Plus it's a low 4 water monster, which will come in for later. But yeah, same thing with Fluffal Dolphin here. Not as good, but I see some people running this at 2 or 3. I found that that was just too much, and I think 1 copy works pretty well here. It's situational, but it has instances where it comes in, and if you're able to get a dolphin and a penguin out, that's gonna be really good once we go to the extra deck. And here I run 3 copies of Edge Imp Chain, which is probably I wouldn't think it's the best Edge Imp, but it is one of my favorites. Since when it's sent from the hand or field to the grave, you can add a Frightfur card, so that gives you a lot of search just from there. And yeah, I think that's a big part of what makes it helpful. The first effect doesn't come in handy that much, but occasionally you get the chance to search out another chain. Fluffal Bear, it searches out your toy vendor. Not crazy good, but you can also tribute it, is get a poly from your grave. You're pretty much never going to do that or have the chance to do that, but I mean, it might come handy. But yeah, 2 copies just for searching out the toy vendor. 1 Edge Imp Saber, pretty good. You do need it to summon Frightfur Tiger. But yeah, it's not crazy good. It's just nice to have 1 copy since you're able to recycle it. 2 Edge Imp Scythe here. So Edge Imp Scythe is like it's kind of like a hand trap, but not really. It's just that during your opponent's main phase, you can fusion summon using it. And then if a Frightfur monster you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish this card from your grave. Like this is such a good card, and I think having this is such a cool gimmick, just being able to fusion summon during your opponent's turn, and it enables plays that I'm gonna show you guys with the other card that I run here. But yeah, 1 Fluffal Owl, in case they run some way to negate spells. You have this. It's an out. You're able to you're able to fuse with just this guy and avoid using a poly. Fluffal Sheep, it's a free Fluffal you can get on the field. Fluffal Octopus, not comes in handy here and there. It's a good one of. Fluffal Cat, if it's used as fusion material, you get a poly. Good way to recycle your material. It's a good poly. It's a good way to use if you're trying to go for multiple fusion summons. Fluffal Wing, really good, because you're able to use this to send your toy vendor and draw cards, and then use toy vendor's effect to get. It's just more and more advantage. 3 copies is probably too much. 2 copies is perfect for me. Artifact Scythe. So this card here is a interesting gimmick that I kind of liked. At first I was kind of wasn't sure about it, but I started to like it more and more. Just because you're able to set it, and once you use Frightfur Whale to pop during your opponent's turn, you can pop the Scythe, and since it was destroyed during your opponent's turn, you get to they don't get to summon monsters from their extra deck for the rest of their turn, and that's just, and what, they could also destroy it on their own. So it's a cool gimmicky card. It's up to you guys if you like it, but I like it so far. 1 Frightfur Fusion, you can fusion summon from your grave, field or grave by banishing. Really good. You can search it out. You just need 1 copy. I like running the 1 Harpy. Destroy spells and traps. Easy. I like to just take care of that. 3 polys. pretty obvious. 3-5 for Patchworks, obvious but really good. I mean, this card I thought was insane when I first saw it. To be able to search out one Edgent monster and one Poly from one card. Like, what? You're searching out so much advantage just with one card. Foolish Burial. You're going to use this to dump your toy vendors. Frightfur Repair, one copy. It's a good way of recycling your Frightfur monsters, but also getting some more summons here and there. Yeah, decent card. Called by the Grave. You want to have a way to stop hand traps because this deck can be pretty weak to it. Super Poly, because there are like targets that you can use with your opponent's cards, and it comes in handy here and there. Toy Vendor, 3 copies, pretty much a must. Generate so much advantage with Fluffal Wings. I don't know why you wouldn't run 3 copies. And yeah, I like this as my main deck. For my side deck, I run 3 Frightfur Whales, which I think is the best Frightfur card at the moment. Just because it doesn't seem that crazy, but just popping 1 card on your opponent's side of the field and on your side of the field, and that's how you pop the Scythe. And being able to summon this during your opponent's turn is just an unneeded disruption that is going to annoy them. And you can also send a Frightfur card from your deck or extra deck to the grave, and he gains attack equal to half, which comes in handy every here and there, but it's not crazy OP, just nice to have. But yeah, 3 copies. 2 Sabertooth. Sabertooth becomes he can, if you use 3 Frightfur monsters to summon him, he becomes this indestructible card. He can still be bounced, he can still be targeted, but it's just a nice roadblock in case you need to stall for a little bit. Kraken, if you have a card, let's say you're going against somebody Sabertooth, this is where Kraken can come in, where he can just send one of your opponent's monsters to the grave. It does target, which sucks, but yeah. Frightfur Wolf. Sometimes you have the opportunity to just finish off right away. That's when, if you have a Saber and you have the opportunity to, just go for the Wolf and you get the win here. Tiger pops on cards. You can also end up popping your Scythe. Mud Dragon, it's a target with Super Poly. So if it gives you a wider range. Dark monsters are one of the most popular monster attributes in the game. So having Starving Venom and Super Poly means that you get to disrupt their plays and you get a free monster out of it. This Mud Dragon gives you a bigger range. Bahamut Shark. This is what I was talking about, the low 4 water attribute monsters. You can summon Bahamut Shark, summon Totally Awesome. It comes in handy here and there. It sometimes can be kind of tough to pull off, but when you can, you just get this extra card that is able to negate things for you. Appaloosa, negates that come in here and there. Verde Anaconda, sometimes you don't get that poly, and you have 2 monsters and you're just able to use them to search out one of these fusion cards and just, fuse. And Crash Shape, in case you want to continue your plays once you use a fusion summon. It comes in handy here and there. But yeah, the main card you're probably going to go for is Whale. And a few of these cards are going to come out here and there. But yeah, I think this is pretty solid. Hand traps and the side, the ones you see here are the ones I was testing. The third Scythe I was testing for a bit. Wasn't crazy about it, but I might put it back in because Scythe is really good. And, maybe that's the play. I found that 1 Tiger was pretty satisfying, or pretty satisfactory to have. So I didn't need 2. And then Gamma, in case you need a hand trap, or just any other hand trap in case you need to run one. I'm not sure exactly what you would take out for it. But I'm sure you guys could find something that you don't necessarily need or you don't like if you don't like a Harpy. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see anything revolving this deck or other deck profiles or test hands or combos or openings, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.